All right, everyone, here we go with Pisces season. I don't always pull on the seasons, you know, and you'll see your horoscopes will say the sun is going into Pisces, things like that's what I mean by Pisces season. Actually, the sun's not in the same place it always is. It's not going anywhere. In early astrology, the earth was the center of everything. Everything revolved around the earth. That's not true. So the earth is moving into Pisces. The part of the sky that contains Piscean energy, the earth is sliding into that zone. So technically, you don't have a sun sign, you have an earth sign, you know. But hey, whatever. We'll keep things the same for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, it's the earth that's moving into the part of the sky that contains Piscean energy. And what does it mean? Well, it's a big deal. Just in the pre-shuffle here, I got the world. A new era, right? Something is arriving. Maybe it's you. I don't know. Maybe you have arrived. I don't know. Something is arriving. All right. I've got a coming together of the high priestess and the high priest. Coming together of the high. I mean, this is a big deal. I got a lot of dreamy energy. I got a balancing in the energy here with the King of Pentacles. I've got new adventures. I got communication with the Page of Wands. I got massive change because of a choice you made a long time ago or someone else made. I've got massive change with that butterfly. And then I've got the sun bookending the world. And just because I know it's there and I can feel it anyway, they got the Empress underneath the sun. In some capacity, you're getting what you asked for in Pisces season. You're getting what you asked for. The whole thing feels like it could be like represented by a Two of Cups to me, which is a card of a contract. Now, you may like what arrives in this new era. You may not. You may like who arrives in this new era. You may not. But not unlike a contract, when people dispute a contract, the first thing anybody asks them is, didn't you read it? Most people don't read contracts. That's how your fucking cell phone companies and all that stuff, that's how they get you. You don't read the fine print. Nobody reads through the 200-page PDF that you get, you know. But this is a little bit of that, okay? It's not a practical thing like that. This is big. This is high priest and high priestess energy. This is a finding of lost souls, a coming together of a lost soul, your soul finding itself. I mean, it's big, all right? So you're about to get what you asked for in this energy. I like that. I think this is going to be a very cool reading. I'm looking forward to it. Let's shuffle the deck. First card out is before the cut. Let's roll with this. We've already had a high priestess and a high priest. It's divine energy. It's beautiful energy. It all feels like a Two of Cups to me. I don't know. Let's see where we go here. All right. First card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Three Pentacles. Now we could begin. We're here because now we begin. Well, it is Pisces season, and I've been, you know, this is where 2025 begins. This is it. In societal energies, we start to get to see if we get what we want, if we got what we asked for. Right? At this point in time, you'll be able to tell one way or another if things are going the way you want them to or not, or looking like they're going to or not. You'll be able to tell. In the soulmate cycle, now we begin. I don't even know what the fuck the universe is trying to say here with this, but that's the energy that's coming off of it. Now it's ready, right? There's a lot of, think of it like a memory dump on a computer. Like when a computer reboots, it tends to dump the memory, right? Or when it shuts down or whatever. We got a lot of that going on leading up to Pisces season. So keep that in mind. Big memory, big energy dump happening. So you may have been moody the last few days. You might still be moody for the next couple of days. Pay attention to a recent energy weather update I did just the other day. Okay? But now we're ready. All right? Now we're ready to go. Okay. I don't know. Looks good. It's a Three of Pentacles. It's a good card. It's good energy. I don't fucking know. Let's see what comes after the cut. We'll get some more information. Right? Queen of Cups. The most love I can pull from the deck. Now we're ready to love. Right? Holy crap. It's like I got the drum beat. Well, it's probably not the right song. I got Hair of the Dog ringing in my. Now you're ready for a son of a bitch. No, it's a song, by the way. Anyway. Nazareth sort of a thing. Anyway, wow, what's fueling that? Three Swords. Now we're ready to move on from Three Swords and get to the lovey-dovey part. We're ready to move on from the pain part and get to the lovey-dovey part. I don't know. Now we're ready. My God. All right, let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I'm not a fucking time lord. For some of you, this Piscean energy, it's gonna lag for you. It'll be there, but you won't be ready for it for a few more months. I don't know. But for most of you, the Earth is moving into the part of the sky that contains Piscean energy. And here we go. And as that interacts with the sun's energy, it's going to get interesting. I will tell you, it always does every year. I always say every year, most of March is Pisces season. We got a saying at my house, and I tell you every year, but I'll tell you again, it's what makes March March. Every year it's something. It's sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but sometimes it's awesome. It's always fucking magic. It really is. It's always something you look back on and go, wow, I'm never going to forget that. I remember, I won't. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so I won't share the toilet story of 2015. Anyway, Page of Pentacles, it's a funny story, actually. It's part of what made March March in 2015. Maybe I'll tell it in the blog sometime. Page of Pentacles. What's feeling that? Nine of Cups. You're getting what you asked for. You're getting what you asked for. Something's gonna. I mean, it's a card of a student here. Okay, I do have an energy coming in that you're their Nine of Cups. I get it, but I feel like it's nervous communication. I'm going to need the reading here. It's nervous communication, but it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm having a hard time with this. It shouldn't be. This should be easy to read. Page of Pentacles and a Nine of Cups, right? It's like, how do I phrase this? This is a fearful little fawn, right? You're somebody's Nine of Cups. Somebody's coming towards you with communication, and they fear what's going to happen. Okay, and I don't know why, but I do have that here. All right, our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection with whoever the fuck this little fawn is. Right here, and you often reflect as Queen of Pentacles, which this fawn is featured in this deck. So we'll see. Here's your energy around this little fawn. All right. Here's the 3D energy around this little fawn. Right here is the soul of this little fawn. Right. I keep saying fawn like that on purpose. Right. Just because it's funny. I don't know. I slipped it in the beginning. I figured I'd stick with it. All right. And this is the hidden energy message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection with this little fawn. And right here is the potential final outcome between you and this little fawn. Okay? It's red with the 3D energies around this little fawn. All right. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet little fawn asses that I'm going to extend this one. Because it's very interesting. Actually, it's very interesting energy. I might start pulling on the seasons. I don't know. I might. I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. Pisces, I know this one is very important. Pisces season this year is a big deal. There's a lot, and we'll talk about it as we get into especially when we get into the March monthly overview. We'll talk about it, all right, which is coming up on Sunday. All right? All right. Energy around your connection with this little fawn. Yes, it's huge. Whenever I do that, right, you know, you've been here a while. I didn't look. You know I didn't look. Death card. It's a big deal. Something's changing. I mean, on the surface, a surface read. Here's how you spot a surface read, okay? A basic surface read of this in this position is a connection you thought was dead is coming back to life. It's coming back. That would be the same surface read as judgment that lands there. I'm going to go a little deeper for you, okay? It's not just the connection that's coming back to life. It's the people attached to it. All right, there's something here. An aspect of a connection you have with somebody else is dying. It's gone. It's history. All right, but that one door it's the one door closes, another door opens energy. All right, so I don't know. That leads to something big. All right, 3D energies around. Whoever's attached to you here. 9 swords. Yeah, I said. What did I fucking say, motherfucker? Right, I say that. I say motherfucker with love. Don't worry. What did I say? They're nervous. This is 9 swords. They pace in the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey. Somebody coming in to talk to you. You're their dream. You're their destiny. You're what they've wanted. Hell, if you know, I bet, with this death card here. But they're nervous. They're very, very nervous. They feel like, actually, it's gloom and doom. They feel like it's not they're nervous about what they're going to say. It's gloom and doom. They feel like something's going to go wrong. I just know something's going to go wrong. I don't have enough experience for this. I don't know what I'm doing. Right? You know, I mean, it's sort of like this little fawn is out hunting bears. Okay? This little fawn is out hunting bears. It's almost like somebody needs to tap the fawn on the shoulder and say, deer don't hunt bears, period. They hunt you. So you better run the other way. This person is out of their depth, is what I'm saying, and misguided in some way. And that's why this card was tricky for me to read. I'm just being honest. Right? I'm not here to make myself look cool. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's like, oh, this guy sucks. New people come in, they go, oh, this guy sucks. He can't even read the card. No, energy reading is tricky. I'm trying to do right by you. Yeah, all right. Okay, they're out of their depth. I get it. Almost out of their neighborhood. But their soul is here. It bookends the death card. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. It's a conscious decision. It's weird. It's a minor arcana. So it's like a 3D energy in a 5D spot. Okay? They're making a conscious decision to follow their soul. That's what they're out of their depth on. Okay, I'm going to act from soul. But I don't think they're saying that. Don't take me literally. I don't think those are the words coming out of their mouth. But I want you to think, you know, use your imagination, open your mind. Somebody is saying, I'm going to act on what my soul is telling me to do. This person has no idea what the difference between soul energy and ego energy is. They think the soul is making them buy a fancy car. It's not. It couldn't care less about a fancy car. That's all ego, right? Anybody who needs that much attention needs to go get their head checked in the first place. You shouldn't be looking for attention in this world. You should be looking to get away from it. Too many people looking for attention. This energy thinks that sort of thing. They think they're acting from the soul. I don't believe they are. I think you might beg to differ. But I do think this benefits you in some way, your connection with whoever this is. I think this bodes well for you. Okay? Might be a family member, might be a friend, could be a long-lost runner. I don't know yet. I don't get it. I don't have any cards banging or anything. I haven't pulled anybody's pants down in this reading yet, so, you know, it's just not here. It is just a little fawn that's hunting bears. And somebody needs to say, hey, yo, your food for the bear. Right? Okay? I mean, they're out of their depth. They're doing it, but they're misguided. It's a hidden energy message from the universe, read with the death card. Six of Wands. Nothing to lose energy. Can I put it that way? The universe is like, this person just feels like they've got nothing to lose. Might as well take a shot. It's as though they got advice from somebody who said that old thing, which I say to people sometimes too, in the right context, right? Provided they're not an idiot. I say to people all the time, you don't ask, you don't get. Right? You got to take your shot. This isn't a rehearsal. All those kinds of things. It's as though they got that advice. I don't think they did. They may have, but it feels like from an external hazy energy. I usually get that if it came to them in a dream or they saw it in a movie. Right? Somebody, you know, it's like what I say sometimes around the Seven of Wands. Somebody saw too many Chuck Norris movies. You know, they think they could take on 6 people at once. That kind of thing. Yeah. This person, here's 6 wands. This person just knows they can, you know, I got nothing to lose, so I can't lose. Well, that's only true if you have confidence. I don't see a lot of confidence here. Okay? So, okay. If you're going to go after bears, little fawn, you might want to rethink about that. Anyway, what's the final outcome for my viewers? It's red with 9 swords. Communication. They're coming. Somebody comes in. I don't know what else to tell you. But it is a message of change. The Knight of Swords brings a message of change. And I said, an aspect of your connection with this person is dead in Pisces season. But one door opens, another door closes. One door closes, another door opens energy. Sorry, I had it backwards. But every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. There. Okay? We'll do that one. Closing time. Yeah, another line from that song might apply. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. It applies over here a little bit. Somebody just feels like they don't have any choice and they have to do this, but they do have a choice. They need a little bit more soul here. Let's find out more about this. Okay, let's do it with the light seer. All right, there we go. 10 Pentacles. It's somebody that's in your life right now, whoever this is. They're in your life. They influence your life in some way. No, I'm not talking about some fucking influencer. Lord. Talk about ego energy. No, I'm talking about somebody who influences your life on a daily basis. It could be somebody who ran from you. It could be your runner. They influence you whether you realize it or not. You don't want that to happen again, right? Or a family member from, I don't know, or a friend even. All right, so let's see where we go. All right, let's go. Death card, why is it here? Talk to me. Tell me about the death card. Strange little energy here. All right. Ace of Swords. It's a reconciliation. The death of one aspect of this connection enables another thing to happen. Now, that can play out 1,000 different ways. And I'm not trying to be vague intentionally. It just is. I think somebody's realized something about their actions, behavior, or an issue between you two. I could phrase it that way. It might help. What's on top? Death card. On top of death. I mean, I'm serious. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, and this is death, rebirth. This is proof of the rebirth that comes here. But it's bigger than just somebody you thought you'd never hear from again shows up. It's so much bigger than that. This person's in your life. They influence it, either from their past actions or every day. Why is death here? 8 of Wands. Yeah. Again, it's proof. It's just here to prove the rebirth. It's everything I already said. This is communication. I get it. We got communication. This is forward movement. Now you can move forward for this person with this person. Now we're ready. It ties. It's saying the same fucking thing that the Three of Pentacles said before the cut. Now we're ready. There's this cryptic message in the energy of now we're ready. Okay. And it's because somebody attached to you has reconciled with something they've done, who they are, whatever. And that's good. I applaud that. My only issue is this right here. They think they're acting from the soul. Well, my soul told me I need to do this. This person wouldn't know what their soul, this energy wouldn't know, and I'm not trying to insult them, but they wouldn't know what their soul was telling them to do. And I would say the same thing about a lot of people I meet that are supposedly religious and stuff. Their first words out of their mouth, they want to let you know they go to church all the time and they do this and all that. There's no need to say that. You're either a good person or a prick. You don't need to try to convince me you're good by telling me that you go to church or you're into this and that. It's a psychological thing. It's telltale. It's like somebody that tells you they'll never hurt you again, yet they're nodding their head up and down like a positive, right? Of course they will. They're giving it away. It's the same energy here. So this person might be very spiritual. Whoever it is. Could be somebody in your family that goes to church every day and all that kind of stuff. My mother goes to church every day. She does. She goes to church. She goes to online church when she can't go to regular church. Got a Bible in her purse. It's like the woman's never read it. If you watch her for 5 minutes, it is what it is. I mean, is she unfamiliar with the word hypocrisy? It just is what it is. There's a little bit of hypocrisy with this person. It's the one negative I can say. I would suggest that you look past it. I do with my mother. I don't get into debates with her about it. I sometimes pick on her. She doesn't get sarcasm, so I can pick on her underneath and she won't get it. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't bother. I think they're coming with good intentions. And I think we need to start getting to a point, especially in the soulmate cycle, especially in societal energies, but the soulmate cycle at the very least, which I have more faith in. We need to get to a point where we start accepting people for who they are, who and what they are, instead of trying to get everybody to goose step to our tank parade. Okay? There's no need for that. Everybody is who they are. Accept this person for what they are. I do here. I'm just pointing it out. I'm giving a reading. I have to mention it. I wouldn't fault them for it. To be honest, they're like most people. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Tell me about it. The encouraging part is now we can begin. And it was tied to a Three of Pentacles energy in the card before the cut. And in the 3D energy around this person, 9 swords, right? Anxiety, 3 pentacles. There it is again. See? Now we can begin. Even though this person has no idea what they're doing, no idea what they're saying, pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey, they're bringing in a message of change. A message that they understand something that happened in the past, and they're ready to change it. That message is there. Again, the only thing I don't like here on this table is that. And it's only because it's a character flaw. All right? It's common. Soul is very... People who are ego-based, the soul is very difficult to pick up. It's very quiet. You know, it is not telling you to buy a bunch of shit, right? Ace of Pentacles. This is someone who knows the price of everything and the true value of nothing. It's what I said. However, on another energy attached to that Ace of Pentacles, there is some gold in them thar hills here, okay? Which is why I told you, don't stab them with any of these swords. They've already put enough in themselves, all right? You're not going to convince somebody who's still reading ego but thinks it's soul that it's soul. You're not going to. Don't waste your breath. All right? Don't waste your time. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. What did I say? Look, I ain't looking. Queen of Wands. What did I say? This is superficial. It's my debutante card. It's my socialite card. It's my... knows the price of everything and the true value of nothing. It's that energy. They are who they are. They've accepted that, and I think it might be what they come in to talk about. Look, I know I'm a superficial asshole, but I feel something for you. And that's what they think is the soul. That thing they feel for you. What they really feel is attraction. This is where we could start taking someone's pants off. Okay? What they really feel is attraction. If it's somebody who's a romantic thing. If it's a family member or a friend, that attraction takes the shape of almost like a bragging kind of a thing. It's almost like if I was to give it an example, and again, just catch my drift, you don't have to take me literally. If I was to give it an example, it's like if it's a family member, they want to be able to mention you in conversations and things like that, and they can't right now because you've got a problem between the two. Something along those lines. It's all very, very superficial with this person, okay, whoever it is. But it does benefit you greatly, and I get that here. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. We won't spend a lot of time on this because I've already talked about it to death. I read the energy first, and I throw the cards. I'm going to more ask if there's anything else, and I don't know that there is. It's pretty cut and dry here, all right? They think they're given from the soul. They're not. It's all whatever, all right? You don't need to tell me. This energy here thinks they need to tell you they love you with a big trinket. You don't need to tell me you love me with a big fucking ticket purchase. I'm not that kind of person. Neither are you. Right? If you are, this reading may not be for you. Again, I'm not reading that you're superficial. You read as the Empress. You came out as the Empress in my pre-shuffle. So this is for high vibrational people. But if you just be happy to have somebody's love and not a gift along with it, well, you could, they can come in and tell me they love me, but it better have a Bentley attached to it, right? Or some kind of trinket, a necklace or something. You don't need the necklace. It's fine if you get it, but you don't need it. It wasn't necessary, right? If it's necessary, that's a problem. For this person, it's necessary. But I'm encouraging you to look past that a little bit. Yeah. This energy here, what did I say? Before I show you this card, right? And ask, why am I your second favorite? I said this energy, they think they're making, that they're given from the soul, but really they're given from the 3D, from the ego, right? 9 swords right there. What is this cross by? What's the environmental energy around it? 9 swords. See what I'm saying? I'm right. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Don't need to repeat. There's the King of Wands, and there's the Ace of Cups. Look. This is a guy who believes, I'll say I love you, but I'll give him a trinket with it. Right? This is a guy who makes you believe anything. It's the Burger King. It's everything. It backs up, these cards back up everything I've already said here. Take it for what it's worth to you. Alright? But it is good. It's a good thing. Where you're going in this rebirth is a good thing. If nothing else, it might help some of you. It might save some of you thousands in therapy with this person, with whatever. For some of you, it's more severe than others. Okay, 6 of Wands, universe. This person thinks they got nothing to lose here. That's because they don't understand the soul. Or they think they can't lose. It could be that too. I'm just reading the energy. It can be interpreted 1,000 different ways. That's why context is important. Right? All right, here we go. It's crossed by the Three of Wands. Is it arrogance here on some level? It's a strange read to the Three of Wands, I will admit that. But it's somebody who just assumes you're going to... It's an assumptive close in sales. Salesmen would give you an assumptive close. They can't even imagine you would say no, right? We'll just go get the paperwork right now, right? It's kind of pushy. I never liked assumptive closes. It's kind of, when I did that years ago, decades ago, it's kind of pushy. This person thinks, just assumes you're going to go with them. They can't lose. You know, can't lose. I bring them to my best spot. I got a spot like that on the coast. I never fail. Always the makeout. Right? Drive them all the way out to that spot every time. End up making out. Yeah. So that's this energy. Right? And my spot even looks a little like this. With a little cliffside and all of that. Right? Feel like they can't lose. They're gonna pull out all the stops. Big necklace, big ticket item, big gift. And talk. With the gift will sell it if I don't. It's all coming from the soul though. No, it isn't. It isn't. It's all coming from a nervous little fawn who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay? What's going on top? The Tower. It's very sudden. It's the red with the Death card. This is a whole new beginning for you and this person. We'll just leave it there. Why's the Tower here? The Five of Wands. The words that they say might piss you off. Little arguments. You need to let it go. Listen to me. Do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. I don't know who this fucking person is. There's no name tag on it. But I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Do not sweat the little things here. This is little. It's the minorest energy. It's the weakest energy as it reflects. Minorist. I love it. It's the weakest energy as it reflects back to me with these cards as a medium. Do not sweat the small stuff here. Okay? Don't sweat it. They might say something crazy. Look, I used my mother as an example earlier. I said I just accept people for who they are. Sometimes I slip a little sarcastic dig underneath about her hypocrisy and blatant racism. But aside from that, I don't usually, I don't confront. I don't sweat it too much. I don't sweat it. Most of it I just let her say it. And I'll just chuckle to myself. Or if I'm with somebody, we'll just look at each other and smile. I can't believe she said that. It's fucking unreal. You don't say anything back. You just let it slide. They are who they are. Remember that. Whoever this person is, they are who they are. It's core programming on some level for them to be this Burger King, and you're not going to change that. Mr. or Mrs. Ego, you're not going to change it. But some aspect of your connection, the energy of your connection is died. It's dissipated away. It's been energy dumped prior to entering Pisces season. As we enter Pisces season, there's a chance here for a brand new start. Again, as the Three of Pentacles that was crossing here, and before the cut said, now we're ready. All right, that kind of energy. Let's go. Final outcome for you. Knight of Swords. Message of change, communication. I don't know if this is... Well, I know they're coming with a message of change. Maybe you got a message. Maybe their message changes something for you. It benefits you in some way. I've said that. It's still true. I am clarifying the final outcome. What's the final outcome for my viewers? Why is this Knight of Swords here? What's this Knight of Swords doing for my viewers? Anything? Ooh, wants to slide out. Three of Wands. Whoops, we got all kinds of... My goodness, everybody chill. Red with the Three of Wands is a strength card. Give me the strength to change things I cannot change. I'm gonna pull the rest of the cards. I don't have a way to phrase it. I can go deeper. Yeah, the Hangman. Yeah, again, it's it's reorienting you, reorientating you somewhere. It's a compass adjustment for you in some way. I don't know. I mean, that's the best way I can phrase it. I'm just being honest. Page of Cups. Okay. It's a bigger deal to this person than it is to you. To them, it's huge. What they're doing is huge. I got talking to you from the soul, whether it's a family member, a friend, or someone you bang. I'm talking to you from the soul. I bought you this wonderful trinket. I've got this thing. However it plays out, it's a big fucking deal to this person. And I think that's why the energy has the advice for you to let the small stuff slide. This person will say some things and you'll go, huh? Right? Like that. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about at all. Okay? They just don't. At the end of the day here, this is a little Page of Cups. This person's a little boy in a Star Trek uniform for you, but this is a big deal. All right? Why is the Page of Cups here? Yeah, see? The Knight of Cups. So somebody here is very, very attracted to you for sure. It's red with the Queen of Wands. They're trying. It's coming out wrong. Right? They're trying to be this knight, but it's coming out a Page of Cups. Let it slide. All right, let's find out some more here. Let's grab another deck. All right, so that's all. That's fine. I get that. The universe seems to want to hammer that home, but what's the overlay? Bottom of the deck randomly is the King of Wands. Let's go. So it wants me to clarify the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Let's do it. So let's take the King of Wands from the soul. Overlay it as the bridging energy. All right? You know, their intention is this. They bought the flowers. They've got the horse. They rented the white horse. They got all the blankets and everything like that. All you care about is how they feel. Somebody feels the need to bring all this stuff to show it around. You know? It is what it is. You don't need trinkets to show someone how you feel. You don't. Why is the King of Wands here? Just like you don't need to tell people you go to church every Sunday to show them you're a good person. Just show them you're a good person. You know, the devil hides behind church a lot. We've had a lot of bad people. We have a lot of bad people running churches. It's a great way to earn people's trust really quick. You know, I've told many stories about that. I'm not going to go into it here, but at the end of the day, if somebody's good, pay attention to their actions. Right? Not the word. Very rarely, especially with King of Wands energy, it's not the words coming out of their mouth. That's for damn sure. Right? Let's go. King of Wands. In fact, it's suspicious if people feel the need to tell you. Quite frankly, it's very suspicious. You don't have to tell me you're a good person. You don't have to tell me you're God-fearing this or that. You don't have to. You just, you know, I can make my assessment. You know. All right, it's crossed by the King of Wands. The King of Wands is crossed by the Nine of Cups. This is what you wanted. You're getting what you wanted from somebody you wanted it from. Don't judge how it comes in. It's not your place to judge. We've been talking a lot about hypocrisy here, right? Judge not. I like to remind my mother of that one sometimes, but judge not, lest ye be judged thyself. All right? What's going on? What's on top? The Empress. Why is the Empress here? And I know some smart asses go, you just judged people who tell you they go to church. No, I didn't. I'm pointing out a fact of psychology. I never called them on it. Right? But it does make you look. People's actions show you and tell you who they are. Right? Keep that in mind. Yeah. Anyway, the Sun and the Empress. Yeah. And the Knight of Cups again. We're back to the Knight of Cups. You're getting what you wanted. Just because you're higher vibrational, higher frequency than this person, doesn't diminish it. There's no diminishing here with this. Whatever this is, there's no way to diminish it down. It is what you wanted. You wanted the Knight of Cups, you got the Knight of Cups. All right? All it can do is benefit you. There you are again. You're the Empress. The Empress doesn't judge, but she knows what's going on. he or she, right? Again, a lot of clarity here. When you're in this position, when you're in the position of sitting quietly, not judging people, but observing their actions, you know what's going on. You're aware of where you stand, who's lying to you, who's telling you the truth, who's trying to con you, who's not, right? It is what it is. Judging people is when you try to get them to change to be like you. We're not doing that here. There's no energy of that here. You have no interest in changing this person or telling them, hey, you're not talking from the soul. You got your soul and your ego confused. Let them. Doesn't matter. Don't sweat the small stuff. You're getting what you want. And in some way, it either brings somebody new to you or it enables you to move forward in an energy of Empress combined with the Sun and Knight of Cups. So it does. It benefits you greatly. It might bring you new love, I don't know. But it does bring your emotions, there's the King of Pentacles, to some stability. It brings some stability to your emotions in some way. I think whoever this person is, your connection with them has suffered some kind of earthquake. You've got a difference of opinion, I think, on some level. And I know that's, I'm not the amazing Kreskin for saying that, but I'm only saying that because of the Ace of Swords. They've had some kind of realization about their behavior or their point of view. But it could also be a trick. I won't lie to you. And on the backside of the energy, it could also be a trick. Because somebody's saying to themselves, and it's just for a few of you, somebody's saying to themselves, I'm going to talk from the soul, and it's not the soul. That tells me that that could be a trick. If somebody sees that you're very spiritual, very empressy, very whatever, and they want to get in your pants, the best thing to do is to read a couple of books and pretend that they're spiritual as well, and come back at you in seemingly the same energy, right? You follow? It's something like that. It's the age-old trick, You like crochet? I like crochet too. Oh my God, we should go out. You want to go grab a cup of coffee? Maybe bang later? Cool, right? All right. We can crochet some condoms. I don't know. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. What do you want to tell my people before we go pull some wicked voodoo here? I let people be who they are. But I also let them show me who they are. And that's all I'm trying to teach you how to do. Trying to change people is a waste of energy. You will spin your wheels. They have to want to change themselves, and true change only happens in the soul anyway. So, you could try to, you could say, well, Steve, they need to find God. I could show them God. You can walk them right up to God. Probably you're the Empress. Knock yourself out. But none so blind as those who will not see. Try not to forget that. All right, let's go. I'm trying to help you. Let people be who they are. Don't sweat the small stuff. Hell, every oldest person alive that's ever died and given a quote to Yahoo has said the same thing. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. They all say the same thing. Because it's true. You figure that out at some point in life. Usually when you realize your whole life's been a blur. And the stuff you used to worry about 20 years ago, what the fuck was I thinking? What a waste of time. Right? I remember, one of my favorite quotes is from Steve Martin, right? He used to be a hypochondriac. Hypochondriac, he used to worry about like when he was in his 50s and 40s and stuff. He was worried he was going to die every day. Worried he's going to die. Oh my God, what is this? I've got this and I've got that. And oh my God, did that get bigger overnight? And oh no, what am I going to do? Now he's in his late 70s and he realizes I've spent all those years, wasted all those years worrying, and I'm still here. I'm still alive, right? Imagine the energy. Imagine what he could have accomplished. Imagine the better life he would have led. Not being a goddamn hypochondriac. Well, he does all the time, I imagine. King of Swords crossed by Temperance. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. Take care of your business. That's kind of what's here. It's a little bit. People, look, at the end of the day, go through life, go through this energy, this Pisces season, like a great horned owl with a fucking sword, right? Temperance energy, remain balanced. Accept people for who they are. It's Archangel Michael energy. It's an extremely balanced energy. Accept people for who they are. People will inevitably disappoint you, okay? But you have a choice as to how you react to that, okay? This, for some of you, this person may come in and disappoint you. For others of you, this energy is saying this is somebody who's been spying on you for a while. Okay? But for others, for a good number of you, it's somebody who realizes they can't replace you. Right? I'm drawn to the little stars on this card. It's up to you what you do with it. Don't be judgy. All right? Temperance. Very important lesson. Acceptance. All right? Don't be judgy here. All right? It's up to you what you do with it. You really can't make a bad choice here unless you go against that Empress energy, right? Unless you go against your own best interests. Think about, if you're thinking about dismissing somebody, think about how it makes you feel without them in your life, okay? Try to feel. Empress has empathy. The Empress energy can feel what other people might feel or future feelings that they might feel. There's a lot of feeling here. Try to feel what it's like without this person. If it's multiple people, try to decide which one hurts the most when you think of them gone. All right? And that's the one you need to put the most work into. Right? So before you make a decision, make sure you're not going against your own best interest. Use your empathy. All right? I'm going to pull, I don't really have a devil here. I don't. And I've got you as the angel in a couple of cases. I'm going to pull an extended on this, and I'm going to dig into this person's soul. I think this is a good person. I just think you're not going to get through to them, but I think they have their own way of doing things. We'll dig into this person, all right, quite a bit. I'll also pull on you specifically for Pisces season. We'll see where we go, all right? If you want the extended, there should be a couple of links in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. Good luck.